irreparable injury will be done if these provisions are activated. That's what we have to demonstrate. So if I can't create a waqf mullahs unless I demonstrate 5 years of being a Muslim, and if that is operated, it's an immediate injury mullahs. It cannot be. It's irreparable. That I have to be a practicing Muslim for 5 years before I can create a waqf. So mullahs at 77,
one has to be a practicing
Muslim for 5 years before I can create a waqf. So who will decide that? I guess they will come home and ask
Could
me.
be section
3R.
3R.
Yes.
R capital or
Small R, mullahs. So mullahs, I have to ask whom? And if I am on my deathbed, I'll have to say, and I want to create a waqf and dedicate it to God, then I'll have to demonstrate to them that I'm a practicing Muslim. I mean, it's per se unconstitutional, per se. It's my right under 25. It's my right under 26. And you take that away through a definition of this nature. Irreparable injury will be done if these provisions are activated. That's what we have to demonstrate. So if I can't create a waqf mullahs unless I demonstrate 5 years of being a Muslim, and if that is operated, it's an immediate injury mullahs. It cannot be. It's irreparable. If a government officer above the rank of a collector is to decide a dispute between the government and the waqf mullahs without reference to any judicial procedure, it is irreversible. The question may come from anywhere.
So there is a finality to the decision of that officer.
Yes. Fine. No time period, finality. I just now mullahs, let me just now.
Finality to the decision of the collector.
Well, what happens is under section 3C, if there is a dispute to a government property or a property of a government organization, supposing the district collector or the government feels that this is our property, let's assume, then an officer is designated above the rank of a collector, right, mullahs? He will then give a report. The time frame for that report is not set out. While he is contemplating to give a report, the nature of that property as waqf is done away with.
Even before that report is there,
Even that report is fine.
Shall not be treated as
It shall not be treated as waqf. So this is irreparable.
So this is under section
3C. 3 capital C. Proviso.
under section
3 capital C proviso.
the
Capital C
what is
proviso.
called designated officer.
Yes, designated officer above the rank of a collector. It says that he'll conduct an inquiry, quote, unquote, as per law, no law, whether this is government property or not, and that property shall not be treated as waqf property till the designated officer submits a report. So therefore, before the inquiry,
So designated officer, when he conducts an inquiry,
yes,
so during pendency of inquiry, that property can be taken away.
it is no longer waqf property. It can't be treated as waqf.
moment the inquiry is initiated,
Yes, it can't be treated as waqf.
for all intents and purposes, it
Yes.
ceases to be a,
Ceases to be a waqf
without any declaration.
without even an inquiry, because he is yet to have the inquiry. He is yet to conduct an inquiry. And mullahs, there's no adjudicatory process there.
Of property.
Yes. There's no
So
adjudicatory.
without, even if somebody raises a dispute,
anybody.
Yeah, anybody can raise a dispute.
he well was, we know that we know your enthusiasm. Give him benefit of his experience of more than 50, 60 years at the bar. You can be comfortable if some chair is available, otherwise you'll ask them to provide.
Just take seat.
Sit down.
Whatever it is, have it.
During pendency of the inquiry, it will cease to be a work,
Yes,
and everybody would be stopped from continuing their practice.
absolutely.
Or whether they are also entitled to take away the possession during the pendency of the inquiry.
Nobody says no longer a waqf, that's the end of the matter. It's not be treated as a waqf. So how do I exercise my rights under 25, 26?